The FCC of the FCT, which is the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria, is considered to be one of the most fastest developing cities in all of the world. In fact, Abuja was the fastest growing city from the year 2000 to the year 2010. And I am a testifier to this very fact. Not just because I live in the city, but because of the strategic investment we have made around this very city. Over time on this YouTube channel, we have always stated that there are certain locations that you should invest in as an investor into this very city, and those said locations are found around this area of the Abuja map. And in today's said video session, we'll be going through some of the reasons and also the movement of development in the FCT and what are the locations you should consider investing into as of this very moment because of the rapid growth in development in this very city, the developmental growth, and also the population factor, which is making this city thrive in terms of the growth of this entire space. Now, my name is Alefune David, and I am the real estate broker in the city of Abuja, who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you, and also bringing you the most affordable real estate investment opportunities in this very city. If you have been a follower on this YouTube channel, you would know that I have severally taught you that there are different phases of development in the city of Abuja. We have the phase 1, the phase 2, the phase 3, the phase 4, and now the newly approved phase 5. Right, and we'll be walking through all of the development and also what are some of the districts located around those set phases. Now, as we all know, the development of the city of Abuja started from behind, which is where you have Asoko, Maitama, Wuse, and all those top locations in this city currently. The reason why development started from this point was because some of the earliest building in this very city was first built or first initially built around this said area. Right, you have the Transcorp Hilton and some of the other major headquarters in Nigeria around this very location. I was having a conversation with a client very recently, and then I was trying to explain the idea of the master plan of this very city, and the client could not comprehend that development started from this point and then moving to this very point instead of it to being reversed. But that was how the city was structured. Now, to move into the phase 2 of development in this very city, you have places like Wuye, Kukwaba, and some of all of those developed locations inside this very city right now. In the phase 3, you have the places like Rokogoma, Apo, and all those developing areas right now in this very city. And one thing that should not fail to mention is that one of the major factors of development around the phases of development in Abuja is what we call the ring roads. Right? The ring roads, they are 6-lane roads, 10-lane roads, demarcating one phase of development from the other. Like now we have the Ring Road 1, which is the Nnamdi Azikiwe Expressway. Now, this said road is demarcating the phase 1 of development from the phase 2. Then you have the Kado Galadima road that is demarcating the phase 2 of development from the phase 3. And that said road is currently known to be the Ring Road 2. A little summary of the ring roads in Abuja and the road connectivity is that the major ring roads in this very city takes you from the southern part of the city to the northern part. And a major example we can use is the Ring Road 2 that takes you from Apo to somewhere around the Kubwa Expressway. Right, so these are some of the major connections of the ring roads in Abuja. And also, I should not fail to mention that we have other major roads scattered around this very city, and two of them is the ONEX and the OSEX, currently known to being the Kubwa Expressway, which is the ONEX fully constructed and fully functional, and then the upcoming one that is still under construction for over 13 years, and the current FCT minister has picked up the construction of Dalberry Road and is making decent progress is the Apo Karishe Expressway, currently known to be in the OSEX. Moving on from the different roads in the city of Abuja, let's now progress to the phase 4 of development. After the phase 3, you now progress into the phase 4. Now, a major part of the phase 4 is comprising of Lugbe, and also a major part of the phase 5. Lugbe still has a little piece of it around the phase 5. But as of right now, there are little information about the phase 5 of development. Like I stated earlier, it has currently been approved by the authorities in charge of development in this very city, and I cannot share more information on that. But two of the major districts currently captured in the phase 5 of development is the Kiami district and also a major part of Lugbe. Something I would want to tell you as an investor who is really concerned about building wealth while leveraging on real estate in this very city is that you should consider investing into the phase 5 of development in this very city, because I can tell you for a fact that in the phase 5 alone, the federal government has over 10 major projects currently happening around the phase 5. And another major thing is that just after the airport, you have a major landmark coming on around the airport area after the airport, which is going to affect Kiami and the major part of Lugbe positively, therefore giving you the major returns on investment you want while you're investing strategically into the city of Abuja. Let me give you some unofficial information on this very video that would make you know that our idea of the master plan is very in-depth. That is why we are bringing you strategic related investment in some of the major locations around the phase 4, the phase 5, and also some of the locations that has very good prospect in terms of the planning of the city of Abuja. Now, the Wingwood 4, which is demarcating the phase 4 of development from the phase 5, is a place known as Gosa, right? Now, that road is currently, let's say it's a 2-lane road that is a bit bad, but upon the full construction of major infrastructures in the phase 5, that said road construction is definitely going to take place. And I can tell you that the road is definitely going to go through Kiami, and that also impacts Kiami positively. Now, if you are wondering why this said city was planned in this manner I just explained now, it is for the government to be able to know at which certain time for them to, funnel their money into as of that very moment. Now, during the early development of the city of Abuja, we saw that the government, they were really keen in developing this very region, and then they moved in from this region to the phase 2, and then they moved in from the phase 2 to the phase 3. Now, in between the phase 2 and the phase 3, there are still little development currently ongoing. Like somewhere around this area, you have the African Medical Center, that is a major hospital in this said area that had positive impact to investors who invested earlier on during the lower entry level for places like Lokogoma, Saraji, Apo, and all of those said areas. Now, that same thing is going to happen around the phase 4 and the phase 5. Like I stated earlier, the government, they have over 10 different major construction that will happen around this very location, giving Kiami and also a major part of Lugbe the respect it needs in terms of investing into this very city. Another thing I would also want to add is that the OSES, currently known as the Outer Southern Expressway, also called the Apo-Karshe Expressway, is not fully completed yet. All right, but upon the completion of the OSES, which cuts through from Asuko, takes you through Guzape to then Apo. Then after Apo, you now go towards the part of Kuje, and also this said road takes you to Gwagwalada. But before you get to Gwagwalada, there is also a connecting road that takes you from Apo to Kuje. And from Kuje, you can also have access to the international airport. Now, the extension of that very road is currently ongoing, as I'll be giving you an update sometime next week after the posting or the recording of this very video. Now, this Kuje road that takes you to the main airport is a 6-lane road. That should give you an idea that once they are done with the construction of this said 6-lane road, the next location they are moving to is Kiami. And also there is a potential road that would come up sometime very soon in the next 1-2 years, that after the completion of the Kuje road, they are moving to Kiami, and then the major road they are constructing is going straight from the international airport to the central business district. And that road just cuts through the back of Kiami to Edo, then Life Camp, Gwarimpa, and all those other areas. This alone should give you an idea of the major locations you should consider investing into as of this very moment. And after this set OSEX, you have the Karishi district, that a major part of Karishi is inside Nasarawa, and also a major part of Karishi is also still inside the FCT, as it were. And also the OSEX has an extension to the Karishi district. That should give you an idea that from the phase 4 to this particular point are the locations you should consider investing into as an investor who is really smart with being able to maximize on the information we are currently sharing on this said YouTube platform. To give you a bit of summary of how major development has affected some of the other areas around the FCT is places that we can use like Kubwa and Gwarimpa. Now, upon the completion of the Onex, Kubwa was somewhere like Apple right now, right? But upon the completion of the Onex, it became one of the go-to places for real estate investment. And also this affected places like Gwarimpa and all those said areas positively after the completion of the Onex, currently known as the Kubwa Expressway. Right, so this join this said explanation will give you an idea of the locations you should consider investing into right now as of this very moment. As we proceed with the development of the FCC, I would definitely give you more updates and also how you can be able to maximize the information we are currently sharing on this said YouTube platform. My name is Alefune David and I am the real estate broker in the city of Abuja who is committed to bringing you the absolute best of real estate, educating you and also bringing you the most affordable real estate investment opportunities in this very city. I'll see you on our next video session. Until then, stay safe.